I would now like to request Mr. Pashchim Pathak, the celebrated umpire. He's had a long first-class career, IPL career, to announce the winners of the Sunil Gavaskar quiz, the Yashwant Konkar cricket quiz.
Thank you, Devendra bhai. Good evening, friends, and all respected and distinguished personalities. I am not here to announce the winners. That will be done by Marcus bhai subsequently. I am here to just announce the answers of the 10 quiz questions which were circulated on the WhatsApp group. So there will be some stories which are connected with some of the answers also, which I shall narrate as we proceed further. So the first question is, name the BCCI umpire or umpires who played Test cricket along with Shri Sunil Gavaskar. So there was an exam conducted for the players by the BCCI in the year 1991. Madhav Gotaskar, former Test umpire from Mumbai, was the examiner, and a lot of Test cricketers had appeared for that exam. It was not in the normal format like written exam, then Viva and the practical exams. There were only 10 questions, Viva questions, which were asked in that exam. And those who answered most of them correctly were successful. So one of them who was not successful in that exam was former India captain Bishan Singh Bedi. And the list goes as S. Venkatraghavan, Parthasarthi Sharma, Yashpal Sharma, Maninder Singh, Pranab Roy, the son of former India captain Pankaj Roy, Raghuram Bhatt, Lalchand Rajput, and Sadanand Vishwanath. Not every one of them appeared in 1991 for the exam. Some of them subsequently appeared also. And one of them who played with Shri Sunil Gavaskar, not Test cricket, but with him lot of matches at Nirlawn. He was from Mumbai, but since he was born in Jodhpur, he qualified to play for Rajasthan also. He is Mr. Suresh Shastri. So he had also appeared for the umpire's exam in 1991 because he had played more than 50 first-class matches. So he passed that exam and he went on to become a Test umpire. So the second question, who was the wicket keeper? Yes, he has in 1985 in Sri Lanka, 1985, and Sadanand Vishwanath as well. Both of them. And the second question. So the second question was, who was the wicketkeeper who opened in most of the school matches with Shri Sunil Gavaskar? The answer is Shaukat Mukhi. Even I didn't knew this answer, so I didn't answer it. Yeah. Yeah, so there were 10 questions, out of which, so 4 of them were created by me, so I couldn't answer, I couldn't participate in those 4. The remaining 6, I knew 4 answers, I didn't know 2 answers, one of which was this. And then question number 3 was, how many runs did Shri Sunil Gavaskar scored in the month of May and July in Test cricket? Now, the answer to this is very interesting. In the month of May, he didn't play any test match, actually. There was no test match which Shri Sunil Gavaskar played which started in the month of May. There was one test match at Antigua that started on 28th of April. So 28th, 29th, 30th, 1st of May. 1st of May, India commenced its second innings, late evening when very few overs were left. So Sunil Gavaskar and Anshuman Gaikwad were the 2 opening batters for India in India's second innings. And both of them were 0 not out at close of play on the 4th day of the test match, which was 1st of May. The 2nd of May was the 5th day, but that was a rest day. So 3rd of May was the 5th and final day of the test match. And Shri Sunil Gavaskar got out for 1 run. So that was the only run that Shri Sunil Gavaskar has scored in the month of May, out of his 10,122 runs. July he has played, I think, 4 test matches. And out of which in 1 test match he didn't bat at all. And because he was injured, because the score sheet at Cricket Archive says absent hurt in the second innings. So total of 273 runs were scored in the month of July by Shri Sunil Gavaskar. So the answer is May only 1 run and July 273 runs. The fourth question was Narayan Satam of Baroda bowled the first ball in the first ever Ranji Trophy match played at the Wankhede Stadium on 16th November 1974. Who faced the first ball and who hit the first boundary in that match? Now, I was actually very much grateful and felt honored that when Sachin Tendulkar played his last test match in the year November 2013, I was appointed as a 4th umpire by BCCI. So I was there at the pitch. I was very close to the pitch, being the 4th umpire just before the start of play, because the pitch maintenance, moving, sweeping, rolling and all, that is to be done under the supervision of the 4th umpire. So Shri Sunil Gavaskar and Ramesh Raja used to do the pitch reporting for the broadcasters. So I had, this was the first time I was watching Sunil Gavaskar sir from very close quarters. And I had a lot of questions in mind to ask him from long time. So the first question that I went up to him, sir, मला काय 2-3 प्रश्न विचारायचे आहेत तुम्हाला तर. So Ramesh Raja was also there, and so I asked, when both of you, became world champions, sir, you became in 1983 and Ramesh Raja in 1992. So when that winning moment came, the ball came to you. When Mohinder Amarnath got Michael holding out LBW, the ball went to Sunil Gavaskar sir. And when Pakistan won the World Cup, if you remember, Ramesh Raja took that final catch. So I asked both of them, where is that ball now? So Sunil sir said that that ball is still with me. I have not given it to anyone. And Ramesh Raja said that since Wasim Akram had bowled very well in that match, and he was the man of the match in that match, so he requested that he wanted to keep the ball. So I gave the ball to Wasim Akram. So that ball with which Pakistan won the World Cup is, Ramesh Raj had given it to Wasim Akram. So I don't know whether Wasim Akram has kept it with him or not, that we don't know. So this was that question. So I said, अजून एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे. So, sir, you played the very first ball at the Wankhede Stadium, the first ever Ranji Trophy match, played Bombay versus Baroda. So do you remember that moment? So he said yes. That was a historic moment. The MCA had its own stadium. So earlier it was, we used to play at the CCI and grounds as well. So that was a historic moment, and Narayan Satam was the bowler from Baroda who bowled the first ball, and I played that first ball. So it was a good feeling. It was a historic moment. And then there was one question, sir, एक प्रश्न आहे, तुम्ही वाईट नका वाटून घ्या, पण I was told once by a former international umpire, M.R. Singh, that there is a primary club in Australia. It is a charitable organization meant to do, charitable work for the disabled, the handicapped people. So what they do is that in Australia, whenever a batsman gets out for 0, they send a tie or some memento to them and request for a small donation. So in Australia, whenever any time a batsman gets out for a duck, they would request for a donation and send a tie or something. But for international matches, test matches and all, any batsman who gets out on the very first ball of the test match, not the ball that he has faced, first day, first ball delivered, and first ball pe out ho gaya batsman. So M.R. Singh sir had told me this, so I had done some research. So I found that Sunil sir had got out 3 times on the very first ball, first day, first ball of the test match. Sunil Gavaskar is facing the first ball of the test match, and he was dismissed. So the first time it was in 1974, 4th of July 1974 at Edgbaston. Caught Alan Knott, bowled Jeffrey Arnold, I think. So that was the first time. Yeah. So that was the first time. The second time was in 1983 at the Eden Gardens, 10th of December 1983. Caught Dujon, bowled Marshall. And the third time was on 21st of February 1987. Caught Miadad, bowled Imran Khan. So those were the three times. Sunil sir was out on the very first ball of a test match. So I asked him, sir, so I was told by a former international umpire, so have you got those three ties with you? So he said, yes, I got those three ties. And there was some small donation that I had to give some $10 or something for every time I got out for a duck. So then I asked, where are those three ties now? So he said that one tie is still with me. I have kept it with me. And the second tie, there was a charity auction was there for some noble cause. So I had donated that tie for some good noble cause. And then he was just looking at me, and I was also looking at him. And I was expecting that he would tell me now, where is the third tie? What about the third tie? And so we were just looking each other eye into eye. And then I finally gathered some courage to ask him, sir, what about the third tie? So he said that the third tie, Marcus Kuttu has taken it away from me. So now, this happened in November 2013 during Sachin's last test match. So since then I am asking Marcus bhai, Marcus bhai, एक बार वो tie तो जरा दिखा दो या photo तो दिखा दो कम से कम मेरे को. तो आज तक उन्होंने मतलब कभी मुझे वो दिखाया नहीं था और बताया भी नहीं था कुछ भी. Then I called him yesterday morning and today also. Marcus bhai, आज तो आपको वो tie दिखाना ही पड़ेगा और लेकर आना ही पड़ेगा. तो बोला ठीक है. So this is that tie which this is Sunil Gavaskar sir's tie, caught Miadad, bowled Imran Khan. So we will just, for everybody's. So see, you can see this tie. There are a lot of zeros on this tie because this is for getting out for a zero, and there is a duck in between. So this is a special tie. Okay. So yeah. First ball of the test match. If you get out on the second ball in a test match, then they will not come to you. But in Australia, in any tournament, any international match, if you get out on for zero, yeah. So then, yeah. So this is the, yeah. Yeah. Yes. So this is that tie from the primary club in Australia. This is Sunil Gavaskar sir's tie. So this is Marcus bhai has kept it. He told me that वो मैंने एक special locker में रखा है. तो आज मैं उसको निकालने वाला हूँ बाहर. So this is that.
That tie was given to me at Nirlon when I went there, and it was in front of Anil Joshi. Again, thank you, Anil Joshi.
So these three ties were there. So I was just thinking, who other Indian batsmen would have got out on the very first ball of a test match and he would have got a tie. So I thought that I would request that since Marcus bhai was not showing me the tie all these years. So I thought that I would ask somebody. So I did some statistical research and I found that one Mumbai batsman had got out on the very first ball of a test match in Bangladesh. So I will not name that batter. It is for you guys. And maybe we will have that for next year's quiz. He's a India opening batsman from Bombay, and he got out on the very first ball of a test match at Chittagong in Bangladesh. That I also will have to check again. And yes, Wasim Jafar is the right answer. Then what happened? Then I was talking to Sunil sir, and Ramesh Raja was also there. So the curator in that match was Sudhir Naik sir. So he was the curator. So when the game started, so I was there. I was the fourth umpire, so I have to be sitting outside the umpire's room. And the groundsman, the ground staff was also sitting close to the umpire's, fourth umpire only. So Sudhir Naik sir, who was the curator in that match, he came to me, and since immediately after the pitch report was done by Sunil Gavaskar sir and Ramesh Raja, we were having a discussion. So Sudhir Naik sir asked me, "अरे ते पश्चिम इकडे ये जरा." काय ते तुम्ही डिस्कस करत होता एवढा वेळ, म्हणजे तुमचं काय पिच, बिकॉज ही वॉज द क्युरेटर, सो ही थॉट दॅट समथिंग अबाउट द पिच might have been discussed, but nothing about the pitch was being discussed. So I told Sudhir Naik sir, all these things we discussed about the first ball at the Wankhede also, and also I told him all these three questions I asked him, Sunil sir. So Sudhir Naik sir asked me, you remember that Sunil Gavaskar played the first ball in the first ever Ranji Trophy match played at the Wankhede Stadium. But you know who hit the first boundary in that match? So I said, sir, I don't know. सुनील जेव्हा पहिला बॉल खेळला वानखेडेवर नारायण साटमला, तेव्हा नॉन स्ट्रायकर मी होतो, आणि या मॅच मध्ये पहिली बाउंड्री मी मारलेली. So that is the answer to the next quiz question. So then what happened? Next day again morning, Sunil Gavaskar sir and Ramesh Raja did the pitch report, and I was just standing there, and before I didn't have any intention to ask, but Sunil sir himself, आज पण काय प्रश्न आहेत का तुमचे? तर I said, I instantly asked him, sir, you remember that you played the very first ball in that test match, but you remember who hit the first boundary in that match? So Sunil sir thought for a while, and he said that पहिला बॉल जर मी खेळलाय तर बहुतेक पहिली बाउंड्री पण मीच मारली असणार. तर I said, yesterday only Sudhir Naik sir told me that first ball you played, but the first boundary was hit by Sudhir Naik sir. So he said, yeah, it was good then. So this was my first ever conversation with Sunil Gavaskar sir. The second time I had an opportunity to speak to him when in IPL of 2022, it was during the COVID times. So my hotel room was just close to Sunil sir's room, and in the bubble, we had some time, we would meet, and I had shown him some old photos which I had got of Nirlon and all, which I had shared in the WhatsApp group. So he was very happy to see those photos also, when Nirlon won the Times Shield A Division Championship. And so this was my memorable conversation with Sunil Gavaskar sir. Yeah, so how many neckties was the next question. So there were 3 neckties presented to him by the primary club for a noble charitable cause. The next question, 6th question is, which popular cricketer who has played 50 plus test matches was born in the month of July and ended his test career on 10th of July? So the answer is Sir Richard Hadley. Today, James Sanderson, who is born on 30th of July, so he is also born in July, and today he is playing his last test match, that is 10th. But we don't know when the test match is going to end. It is scheduled to end on the 14th, but so it is not ending on 10th. So the answer doesn't fit here. So the only answer is Richard Hadley, Sir Richard Hadley. The next question, seventh question was, what's the name of the opener beside Sunil Gavaskar sir to have scored a double hundred in England in the fourth innings? So the answer is Gordon Greenidge of West Indies. He scored that double hundred in the fourth innings at Lord's. And question number 8, Shri Sunil Gavaskar, before moving into sports field, stayed at a place where a popular singer and actor also stayed. So who was that singer actor? Yes. So that is the correct answer, Suraiya. And question number 9, name the players related as uncle and nephew who have played for India in test matches. So there are 4 pairs to the best of our knowledge. So one is the Madhav Mantri and Sunil Gavaskar sir. Second is Pankaj Roy and Amber Roy. Third is Yashpal Sharma and Chetan Sharma. And fourth is Dattaram Hindlekar and Vijay Manjrekar. Yes, so they were also related. The last question is, how many test or test matches did Shri Sunil Gavaskar play on his birthday and against which country? So there was only one test match that he played on his birthday, and in the month of July we can only play in England. So one test against England in 1982. So these were the answers for the 10 questions. Thank you, Marcus Bhai, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you everybody. Thank you.
I would like to request the representatives of DNS Bank to come forward to present the prizes. And I would like to invite the prize winners, Mr. Aditya Kilpadi. He got 50% right. Mr. Milind Wagle, he is not here, but Siddharth is here. And Mr. Krishna Kumar. And Mr. Konkar would like to make a special presentation to Mr. Pashchim Pathak as well. The quiz was dedicated to his father, Yashwant Konkar.